Hi everyone, Kaary here. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are all doing great today. So today I'm back with another speed build for you guys, and today I wanted to build something using the new Cozy Kitsch kit. And for those of you who don't know what that kit is, it's actually a creator kit. That means that it was fully made by a CC creator, and this time it was my son's turn to create a kit, and it's beautiful because she actually did everything for the kit. She decided the style, she created like the renders and everything, and she just created everything for the kit. And of course it was an amazing job because my son is actually such a great CC creator, so I was really excited to get my hands on this kit and start building with it. And I have to say two things. First of all, I have my son in my arms doing this voiceover. He was awake, he's now asleep, but he could wake up anytime, and this is like the only opportunity that I have to do a voiceover today. And also, would you imagine that I just did a voiceover for this video and I wasn't recording anything because my mic wasn't properly connected to the computer? So yeah, I just did a 22-minute voiceover, and when I finished recording it and I was gonna edit the video, I realized that I didn't record anything. It was just nothing. It was just nothing. Actually, there was no sound whatsoever. So yep, kind of frustrating. I have to do it again, and I actually really liked what I said in the previous voiceover. I don't know if I'm gonna remember everything for this one, but yeah, bear with me because I just did this voiceover just like a minute or so ago. But yeah, we're actually building today in Sequoia. I wanted to build a one-story house, and I actually took the inspiration from a picture that I saw on Pinterest to build this house. And if I remember, I'm gonna be adding the picture on the screen. Hopefully I remember. And yeah, I wanted to go for a one-story house because it's been forever since I built a one-story house, and I want to build more houses in this kind of retro style because you may know by now, if you follow me for a while now, that mid-century modern is actually my favorite style to build. And I wish my my dream home is actually in a mid-century modern kind of style. I would love to have a house like that. And yeah, I was really excited about this kit, as I said, because of that, because of the aesthetic, because of the vibe, because of the items, and I couldn't wait to get my hands on that kit. So yeah, first of all, I know that many people have said this, but there's no harm in me saying it as well. If you want to buy this kit, I really encourage you to use my son's creator code, so she can actually get like a percentage of the sale. So like a commission for this. And because I mean, it's an amazing work. She did so great in this kit. She deserves all the credit, so I would really encourage you to use the code, so like the work was actually worth, and she can actually get some commission from this. And yeah, that would be great. I actually did that when I bought the kit, so yeah, I really encourage you guys to use the creator codes for the creators that you like, but in this case I would really encourage you to use the my son's code. But yeah, going back to what you're seeing me doing right now, I really really was inspired to build this house in more than just the retro aesthetic. I was trying to go for a really retro house, so the technology and everything that I added in the interior is really 70s 80s inspired, and I didn't want to like just make a house that it was kind of built in the 70s and then remodeled or renovated or anything like that, and to feel more modern in the interior. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to have like a proper 70s 80s kind of house. So yeah, there's also 3 bedrooms and 1.5 bathroom, and I think it would have been more realistic if I just had like 3 bedrooms and 1 bathroom, but for gameplay purposes I decided to have a half bathroom as well, because I know that when you have a big family you really need more than 1 bathroom in The Sims, because your Sims are gonna be needing the bathroom like at the same time. And yeah, it's kind of similar to real life, I would say. When I was growing up, I actually lived in a 3-bedroom 1-bathroom house, and it was chaotic to use the bathroom because I had to pretty much compete with my brothers and my dad and my mom to use the bathroom. So yeah, that's why I always try to add as many bathrooms as possible in my Sims builds. It's kind of a trauma or something like that. But yeah, we're actually in the interior now. We're decorating the kitchen, and I decided to use these counters and cabinets from the Home Chef Hustle stuff bag, and I paired them with this wallpaper from Parenthood, and I think it looks so nice, and I think it pretty much resembles what I was trying to go for in the interior. So I was trying to go for a lot of colorful items, but not making it like maximalistic or something. I just wanted it to feel colorful because the retro aesthetic is really colorful as well. Like 50s and 60s are really, really colorful, and that's why I love them so much. So yeah, I decided to do something like that, and I really love how these red counters match with the wallpaper that I used. I wouldn't think that they would match, but they look so well. And also I have to say, I play tested this house and it's almost fully functional. The only thing that doesn't work, I mean, there are two things that don't work, and one, like the two of them, I just have no idea why they don't work, but the rest pretty much works really well. And one of the things is actually the stove. So it doesn't work because I did a trick that you will see in a couple of seconds. And I did something that, because you know that I really love to decorate my kitchens to make them feel like used, and like maybe your Sims are actively cooking things, and I love to decorate kitchens because for me the kitchen is the heart of the house, and you really need to have like a beautiful kitchen. But you saw me placing the teapot in there on top of the stove, and then I'm gonna be adding a pot as well with different things, because I saw this trick in one of Jessica Pye's videos, and she did something with a pot and she added some potatoes and then some water, and to make it feel like someone was boiling potatoes. That word sounded really weird, like potato, but yeah, you see me doing it right now, and the way you are seeing me doing it right now is that I'm just putting the things on top of the stove. But what I did off camera was actually I created a basement, and then I put all the objects on the basement, and then I raised them up, and when you do that trick, supposedly, I mean, everything should be functional because all the items are on the lower floor, so they are not obstructing your Sims from using the items. Oh yeah, but in this time, what you see me doing right now is definitely not what I did. I thought for a second that this was what didn't work, but yeah, for some reason it still didn't work in my game, even though all these items that you see on top of the stove are actually on the basement. I have no idea why it didn't work, but it just didn't, and it was really weird, and I was really bummed because I really wanted to have those items in there. But for the sake of having nice screenshots, and also because you saw it in the video, maybe you want to see like in detail how I did it, I kept everything this way in the gallery version of this build, so the stove is not going to be functional. And actually I got rid of many items to play test the stove. So I actually got rid of the range hood, I got rid of the cabinet on top of it. I did many things, and it didn't work. So I'm pretty sure it's because of the basement, but it still shouldn't be that. I mean, it should work perfectly, but it just doesn't. So if you want to play with this house, you can just get rid of those things on top of the stove, and that should fix the problem. But yeah, as I mentioned, because it looks really nice, I decided to keep them anyways. But you have the warning here that it may not work in your game. And I don't know if it's a glitch or if it's just because I did something wrong, but yeah, it doesn't work. But yeah, we're moving into the dining room right now, and I had to use the items from the Cozy Kitsch kit in here. So I used the table and the chairs from the kit, and I paired them with the rug from Life and Death, and I think it looks really nice. And also I added that decor piece, the plate with apples on the table, this gallery art here, and also the ceiling lamp. All these things are from that kit, and they look so beautiful. I mean, I love them. That's kind of pretty much my dream dining room. And now we're moving into the living room, that it's gonna change a little bit, because originally I wanted the fireplace to be here. This is more of a mantle. It's actually not a functional fireplace, and I think that's great because we have only one item like that in the game, and it's not that beautiful, but this one is amazing. And I paired it with these couches, but I'm gonna be changing the swatch of the couches for the darker green one. because the colors that I was trying to go for in the interior were more of this green and orange and kind of salmon colors and things like that. So yeah, I decided to use this swatch of the couch and the love seat that they look really nice, and then I paired them with this chair from Growing Together that I'm gonna be moving to one of the corners here when I decide to add a piano. So yeah, I really love this living room. I think it's beautiful. And one thing that I didn't think was gonna happen, but it actually did happen, is that the rug, I used it only once. I thought I was gonna repeat the rug in throughout the build, but I didn't. I actually used it only once, and I was really proud of myself because of that. But now we're actually decorating these tables here. This is actually like a how do you call it, a modular piece, and it's actually a bookshelf. So it works as a bookshelf, but you can use it as an accent table, you can use it as a TV, like a stand for a TV and things like that. But I decided to use it here in the back of the living room and just decorate it with many different items just to have this vibe. And of course I had to use the radio that I'm gonna be using as well in the kids room, because I don't remember if I mentioned it, but this room has space for 2 parents, 1 kid, 1 teenager, and also a cat. And you will briefly see me adding a cat tree here in the living room in a few minutes, and then I completely forgot about the cat until the very end of the video. So yeah, don't worry, because your cat will have everything for them to have a fully happy life and everything. So don't worry, you will see it on the screenshots. But now we're decorating here the mantle, and I decided to add different things in here, but I don't know, I don't usually use the holiday stuff pack, but those like Christmas trees in a bottle, I think they're beautiful, so I thought they would suit perfectly with this style. And here I added the piano, and I'm gonna be moving the chair to the corner here as well. And this is the cat tree that I ended up using. And then I'm gonna be adding a scratching post as well off camera, because as I mentioned, I forgot that we had a cat in here. And I'm really happy about this kit. I was really excited, as I mentioned. All the items are really beautiful. I didn't use all of them in this kit, in this build. I used most of them, but not all of them. So stay tuned for me building more mid-century kind of builds, because I'm definitely gonna be doing that. And here you saw me grabbing the cell phone from the everyday clutter kit, and I grabbed it just because when I built this house, I was trying to go for like a full 70s 80s kind of build, like more between like the 50s and the 70s or something like that. But for some reason I just grabbed the cell phone and then I got rid of it, because I mean, we didn't have cell phones in the 50s, and I was trying to go for a fully 50s, 60s, 70s kind of build. And I know 3 decades in only one house is kind of weird. And I actually added here a phone, like a wireless phone. But I did this trick because we don't have phones in the game, and we don't have like decorational ones. And I think this kit would have been like the perfect opportunity for us to get decorational phones, like wall phones, or I don't know what you should call them, but the older ones that had the disc and things like that, they would have suited perfectly with this kit. And so hopefully in the future we get more things like those, because something that I mention all the time on social media, and I was really excited about when we knew about this kit, is actually that I would love to have like a kit or a stuff bag or something like the 70s, 80s, 90s stuff bag that we got in The Sims 3. Because that stuff bag actually had things from those 3 decades, and it was beautiful. And you just had things like those. You had TVs, I think. You had many things in that kit, in that stuff pack in The Sims 3. And it was amazing because it went through those 3 decades, and I just loved it. It was actually one of my favorite kits, like stuff packs in The Sims 3. So I really wish we had something like this in The Sims 4, because those kind of aesthetics are coming back. And even though we don't have phones like wall phones or wired phones or whatever the name of those phones are, a landline or something, I don't know. We used to and I really wish we had them in The Sims 4, just for decoration. Just, we don't need to have them be functional, but just decoration, and I would love to have something like this. So yeah, right now we're decorating the main bedroom, and I used the bed from the Life and Death expansion pack, and here you see me adding a book and also some glasses on top of it, and that book is actually the Thanatology book from Life and Death. But I wasn't thinking that I mean, I chose that book because of the cover. I thought that maybe one of the Sims that lived here, maybe one of the parents actually like an anatomy teacher or something like that, like anatomy professor or something like that. Maybe they worked at the university and they taught anatomy or something, I don't know. But that cover of the book was really, really cool for that reason, so that's why I used it. It's not because one of the Sims is into thanathology or anything like that. But yeah, that's what I did, and I really liked the cover of that book. I still haven't played with the Life and Death expansion pack. I mean, I've built many things, but I haven't had the chance to play with it yet. So yeah, I haven't tried any of the new careers or anything like that. So my Sims haven't studied Thanatology yet, but maybe soon. So yeah, we're actually decorating the main bathroom, the half bathroom right now, and my son is actually kind of waking up, so I'm really sorry if you can hear him. But yeah, this is the half bathroom. I kept both of them in the build because they were really tiny bathrooms. I didn't do that much with them. So there's a 2x2 and a 2x3 bathroom. And now that we're talking about them, that it's a pretty classic bathroom, I want to mention something that happens today, because today is actually the last day to finish the Reaper's Rewards challenge. And I'm really bummed because I won't be able to finish it. I actually got to week 5, and for some reason my game just glitched or something, and I just couldn't finish it. Like week 5, my sim got to level 10 in cooking and also gourmet cooking, and the game never counted it as completed that week. Like I didn't complete week 5 according to the game, but I did. And because of that, I actually had to get rid of the mods. I had to repair my game. I did many things. I tried many things. Nothing worked, and I'm really bummed because the only item that I really wanted to unlock from that challenge was actually the eye preset that you get in week 6. I was really excited about that. I really wanted to get it, and I'm not gonna be able to get it because I actually couldn't finish week 6. And I don't know what else to do. And I mentioned this because I know that many people have that issue as well, and maybe some people couldn't get to week 3 or week 2 or week 4. But yeah, I was so close to finish it, and I'm so disappointed because I'm not gonna be able to get the eye preset. I'm not even excited about the coffin in base game. I just really wanted that eye preset. So I really hope that the Sims team does what they did with the first weekly rewards that we got, and they add everything to the base game at one point, so everyone has them, because they have been doing that. I mean, we have the Easter like the Easter eggs rewards that we got I don't know, many years in the past, and now it's unlockable for everyone, so everyone can use the Easter eggs. Anyone can use the bunny, like the I don't know, the bunny in which your Sims can actually play with. There are many things that came with different challenges that the Sims team actually then made base game and accessible for everyone. So I really hope they do the same with these items, because I would really be really sad if I couldn't get my eyes on that eye preset. That would suck. But yeah, we're actually decorating the teenagers room right now. We're actually almost finished with it, and I wanted to go for a teenager that is actually into music, and they have their record player from the Party Essentials kit, and on top of it I placed a TV, because in one of the inspiration pictures that I used for that bedroom, I could see that many people actually had something like that, like the record player and a TV on top of it. And yeah, I've seen it in many movies as well, from the 80s and the 70s, and I thought that was such a cool idea, so I decided to add it in there. And now we're actually decorating the kids room. This is a little bit more colorful, but I decided to use the same appliances. And when I say appliances, I mean the bed and the dresser. I actually used the same ones from the other bedroom, but in a different swatch. And I thought that was realistic as well, because I mean, when I was growing up, I'm a 90s girl. So I grew up in the 90s, and when I was growing up, I would have the same bed frame as my brothers. So the three of us actually had these red, metal framed red bed, like a rounded one. It was kind of common in here. I don't know if I could ever find a picture of it, but we three had the same bed frame with different covers and everything. So that's what I tried to do here because I thought it was realistic. And yeah, I used the radio here again, and I added some CDs just because of decoration. Maybe you can pretend they're like postcards or something, I don't know, because we know that in the 80s we didn't have any CDs. But yeah, I created a wall decoration here, adding a lot of different gallery work, and also that plushie that I mentioned before, and the doctor set, that play set for your Sims to improve their empathy skill, I'm pretty sure. And I never used that one with the doll. I always use the one with the teddy bear because the doll creeps me out. I think it's a really ugly doll, but for some reason I thought it would be perfect for this build. And here we're actually decorating the garage, so I decided to add the laundry here, and I'm gonna be adding as well some other items for your Sims to interact here. And this is the other item that didn't work, and I have no idea why. It's the door to the garage. I have no idea why your Sims cannot access through that door. I mean, I actually locked the garage door outside, and my Sim couldn't get out of the garage, and that door is unlocked. That door is actually one step higher than the basement, so your Sims should be able to walk through that door. But yeah, my Sim couldn't do it, and I have no idea why. I don't know if it's a glitch, I don't know if it's something in my game, I don't know if it's gonna happen to you. So I had to keep the outside door, like this no escape one that I used as a garage door, I had to keep it unlocked for your Sims to be able to use the garage. So yeah, that sucked. And here's where I remember that I had a cat here as well, so I added the litter box, and I added some other things. And I'm adding this ping pong table, but I'm just gonna get rid of it, and I'm gonna be adding the football table because I wanted to have this like another item for your Sims to use. And my son is waking up, so I'm actually gonna finish the voiceover now. So I really hope you guys like this build, and if you did, please remember to like this video, also comment and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and also follow me on social media. Links are all in the description down below, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Enjoy the screenshots. Goodbye.